All right, this is going to be my official Jermell Charlo versus Tszyu prediction. Not a big fan of this fight, but let's get into it. Jermell Charlo is the undisputed 100 junior middleweight champion of the world. His record reached 35-1-1. He should be 35-2 because he lost to the Brian Castano in the first fight. He stands at 5'11", has a 73-inch reach, and is 32 years old. He fought out of the orthodox stance. Tszyu is 21. Record reads 21 wins, 0 defeats, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. He stands at 5'9", has a 70.5-inch reach, and is 28 years of age. And he hasn't fought anybody. I know a lot of, listen, man, I know a lot of the Aussies, and God bless my Aussie brothers. I absolutely love the fucking Australian guys. I love you guys, and I don't mean any disrespect. I'm not crazy about this fight. I don't think Tszyu is prepared for this fight. I mean, for a couple of basic reasons, bro. He doesn't have the experience, number one. He's fought absolutely nobody. Nobody. Yeah, I mean, the guy got dropped by Terrell Gausha in his last fight, man. I mean, he had his way with them after that, but, Gausha's nothing. But Tszyu does have some decent punching power, I would say. He does, he's got some decent punching power. He's got the youth on his side. I don't think probably doesn't have as much wear and tear as Jermell Charlo does. But again, he's fought nobody. You can't jump from one end of the spectrum to the other fighting cans and then jump to fight the undisputed champion of the world here, people. Now, I'm not crazy about Jermell Charlo either. I don't think he's anywhere near as good as people say he is. And I think he gets far too much credit for winning them undisputed titles, because Brian Castano should have been the undisputed champion. And it should be 1-1 right now with Brian Castano. And, I mean, again, I think Jermell Charlo gets far, far too much praise for going 1-1 with Tony Harrison and going 1-1 with Brian Castano. Like, that's all he's done. And he knocked out Erickson Lubin in the first round, right? I mean, those are good wins, but again, Tony Harrison beat him too. Brian Castano beat him too. And not to mention in that second Tony Harrison fight, Tony Harrison was whipping his ass, and he got caught towards the end of the fight, but he got caught, a win's a win, so be it. But in the same breath, like, having him on the pound-for-pound list, and I can't agree with that. Especially ahead of somebody like Loma, or, no, man. Stop it. So, I mean, in my opinion, Charlo wins this fight for a few basic reasons. He's got the height and the reach. He's got a 2-inch height advantage and a 3-inch reach advantage. In my opinion, he hits harder than Tszyu does. He's got a better jab than Tszyu does. He's got far, far more experience at the highest level of the division than Tszyu does. I mean, again, not to repeat myself, but I mean, I'm just telling you, like I say, I'm not here to suck balls and fucking fanboy. I'm here to tell y'all the truth, bro. If you don't like it, that's your problem. But, I don't see. Now, Tszyu, here's how I think this fight plays out. Let's just go through it. I think Tszyu's going to get rattled early on, probably dropped. I think he'll come back and maybe hurt Charlo a little bit, because he does got some awkward combinations and shit like that. I'm not completely writing Tszyu off, but I'm just not seeing it, man. And listen, bro, I'm a 90s kid. I'm a big, big fan of Tszyu. I grew up watching that guy. He's a class act, man. And I wish his son nothing but the best. I really do. But I can't pick with my heart. I got to pick with my head, man. And I think Charlo's going to beat the shit out of Tszyu. I think he's going to get Tszyu out of there in 6 or 7 rounds. I don't see really what Like, again, I don't see any area in which Tszyu has the advantage here, people. Charlo's got the better jab. He's got the better straight right hand. They're both orthodox fighters. He's got the height. He's got the reach. He's got the experience. He's got the power. And he's probably got the speed, too. I will say that sometimes when Charlo gets his man hurt, he does throw caution to the wind and leave himself open a little bit. That might be something Tszyu can capitalize on. But again, people, that's a slim to none chance, in my opinion. So nothing against Tszyu. Respect in the world to that kid, but I don't see this fight going past 8 rounds. I think Charlo gets Tszyu out of there rather comfortably. I got Charlo by 6th round knockout, man. I don't think, and I heard people calling this on Twitter, people calling this a legacy fight for Charlo, which is the funniest shit I've ever heard. How is him beating a guy who's fought nobody and won no titles and done nothing in his career a legacy fight? Why? Because he's Tszyu's kid? He took a shot at me, at Furio. We're made. You can't do that because he's Jackie April's kid. You know what I'm saying? So, but listen, man, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Tszyu comes in here, proves me and a lot of other people wrong, and becomes undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. I hope I'm wrong, man. I really do. I hope Tszyu proves me and a lot of other people wrong, but man, I'm just not seeing it happen. I think Charlo gets him out of there. Like I say, for my official prediction, I'm going with Charlo knockout in the 6th round. That being said, again, I hope I'm wrong, but that being said, God bless everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell notification to get the newest shit. God bless you all and have a wonderful day. Salud.